I decided to go to school, and I got a scholarship and everything to study broadcast journalism, so I did. But I realized how corrupt the media industry was. This is like going back 12 years ago. It was evident that it was corrupt even back then. And I kind of went into a downward spiral after that, not realizing that, the good Lord was preparing me for what was to come. So while I never worked in the actual news industry, I went through practicums and stuff like that when I was in school within it, enough to see how corrupt it was. But then I started my own show, and I had, just on my BitChute channel alone, close to 12 million views. I was also on Rumble and on Telegram, and I just produced an hour and a half, roughly, independent news program, a few times a month, and that's what ended me up in jail. It's dangerous to be right when the government is wrong, especially in a country like Canada.
Because it's rather dangerous in this police state to discuss the particulars of what you said, but it was generally called denying the Holocaust. How were you first made aware of the complaint? You've been broadcasting as Son of Enos for, about 18 months?
No, I was broadcasting as Son of Enos for 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, and how I became aware is they had shut down my bank account. They took my fundraising link. I didn't understand what was going on. I knew my bank card wasn't working. So I went into the closest branch to where I was staying, which is in a different city, actually. And they put up a roadblock and they shut down the highway and arrested me right there.
Damn.
And then threw me in jail, and I'd stay there for 6 months. As far as the particulars, I could discuss my case, obviously.
Sure.
See, it's not in the laws in Canada. It's not just Holocaust denial. It's even questioning it or making light, they say, of it. So I had done a show. And this was in response to the 2 years of genocide that has been live streaming, because the basis of this power structure seems to be the guilt complex of people from just the Holocaust. They're always the victim. Right, so I wanted to take a look at it, and on my show,
hang on, just a sec. You said the 2 years of genocide. What are you referring?
Well, the genocide in Palestine against the Palestinian people.
In Gaza, yes. Okay, got it.
Yeah, in Gaza. So I had did a show wanting to take a closer look at the Holocaust, and I wasn't there. I don't actually know what happened. And in my show, what I had done is I had played a clip from the Auschwitz Museum that showed this is the room where the Jews were gassed, it alleged. And I looked at it and I said, well, those are wooden doors on hinges. How is that even possible? And then I played a clip from an executioner that was on an interview with Stu Peters. And he had said that it's, what we use in the United States, because we do execute people with gas, is that we have, those metal circular doors that, that create an airtight seal, and it just the building was not built to purpose. So that alone was anti-Semitism. So there's your Holocaust denial that they allege that I did. So simply asking common sense questions, I didn't purport to have the answer, but it certainly doesn't seem logical that you could do that. And that was the charge of anti-Semitism. Just for that, I did 6 months in jail.